Well, thank you so much, E4M, for giving me this such a fabulous time to present this, which is immediately post after lunch. I promise not to bore you guys, and I'll make sure that you don't fall off to sleep. I'll try and keep it as crisp as possible. And the topic which is given to me is OH proving its agility and resilience. Well, in my 22 years of career in outdoor, out of which 20 years has been with Madison right now, there are lots of ups and downs which this industry has seen. But believe you me, whatever you're going to hear from me, it's all good thing about outdoors because I breathe in, breathe out outdoors. So that is what which is there inside me, and that is what I'm going to talk about it today. Well, when we move on, this is one of the movie, Forrest Gump, which came in 1995. I don't know, but most of us might have seen this movie, which won more than 5 Oscars as well. I thought that there couldn't be any better example than this when we talk about agility and resilience, where Mr. Forrest Gump himself, Tom Hanks, has played a beautiful role out here. He has proved time and again in this movie that, no matter what you come across or what is there within you, you have to come back because there is always something which is good inside you which you have to discover. And outdoor industry is not less than this. The major setback, well, our industry is outdoor, out of home, OH, whatever we name it as, and the pandemic comes, everyone comes and says, be inside home. There cannot be a major setback than this, where your name itself is outdoor and you are forced to be indoor. Well, this is the time when everything was empty. What as an outdoorian, there are quite a few of us who are full-fledged outdoor people. What is going on in their mind? I have a short video. Just imagine an outdoor industry is talking to you.
ये क्या लफड़ा हो गया है? किसकी पनौती से ये वाट लग गया है? एक ऑफिस खाली पड़ेला है, ना धंधा ना नौकरी। गेटवे पे ताला लगा है, चुप है चौपाटी। अक्का मरीन ड्राइव उजड़ा है, ना देखा छोकरा ना छोकरी। बंद है मंदिर, मस्जिद, दरगाह, गुरुद्वारा। चर्च चुपचाप है, बंद है फाउंटेन का फव्वारा। न चिल्लम चिल्ली, न मच्छी का पानी का टोकरी, न फिल्म, न मॉल, न वड़ा पाव की गाड़ी, न दंगा, न पंगा, न चोरी, न मारा मारी। कितना दिन हुआ मालूम? गालिच नहीं सुना। कितना दिन हाईवे पे ट्रैफिक जाम नहीं बना। साला रास्ते का कुत्ता भी आदमी को ढूंढता फिर रहला है। ये क्या लफड़ा हो गया है? अरे अपन तो पैदा छुएला फुटपाथ पर, तब से अक्का मुंबई बना है अपन का घर। ये गर्दी, भागमभाग, शोर शराबा जिंदगी बनेला है। मस्त हाल चल रहा था अपना, लेकिन कोई बोला कोरोना आयला है। अक्का मुंबई, अक्का देश बंद हो गया है। साला ये क्या नया लफड़ा हो गया है?
Well, this was the thing which happened. Suddenly, one fine day, everyone is at home, and we being in the industry, we thought that, is this the end? Is this the new normal which is going to be? E-meetings, video calls, Zoom, Microsoft Teams have become new synonym in our life. Whatever little movement was there, this was the thing which was there on the outdoor, which was pasted by the government authorities, and rightly so, about the preventive measures one should take and what we should do and how we should do it. The effect, outdoor degrew by 67% in that particular year. Whatever little respite came after in the month of September or October, so-called festive season, and then slowly the mobility have moved on. But the result was pretty evident. Now when we talk about the resiliency, which focuses on speed, and when we talk about agility, which focuses on movement. Now lawn tennis is the best example. When you take a tennis ball in your hand and when you bounce it off with a certain power, exactly at which you want it to come back to you. You hit it with a certain force so that it reaches the opponent at the same level. And when you talk about, how you can channelize this power, because when you play tennis, you after hitting the ball, you immediately come down to a place where you are anticipating that ball will come and then you hit it. So, how one should do it, or what exactly we have done, that when we realize that whatever little movement have started happening in that particular time, which was early July, mid of July kind of a thing, we came up with certain things. We said, this cannot be the thing. I mean, we cannot sit at home and just wait for things to open and do nothing. Some of the initiative what we took at that time, just to give you an example, how agile is the industry in outdoor, what we can do it. One of the thing, what we called it as MH Local. Now, MH Local is Madison Hyperlocal is what we came up with at that time. It was a very interesting incident at that time when I was talking to a client on a Teams call, and I was convincing him to spend, because I was telling him that there is a mobility. People have started moving around. Maybe the corporates are not going to the office, but imagine of a small time traders, the people in the industrial estate, of course the frontline workers, and there are quite a few people who are moving out. So, the kind of deals what it is available in the outdoor, and your product is rightly apt to that, you should advertise. He asked me one very simple thing. He said, Jayesh, where are you? I said, I'm at home. He said, where am I? This is because of the background I could see. I said, you are also at home. He said, you and I are the TG. We both are sitting at home and you are convincing me to spend on outdoor. I thought, there is a merit in whatever he is saying. What he is saying is absolutely right. Then we get together and we decided that what we can do it. We came up with a very interesting thing. What we realized through a Google mobility data, where people are moving in that time. People are mainly moving in 2.5 kilometer radius. They are going to pharmacy, they are going to banks, they are going to ATM, they are going to departmental stores. What we came up with the thing saying that, why don't we create a package for you, which is only catering to this 2 kilometer radius, where we will give you all these things in and around your area, where your TG is moving, and you just take that particular area which makes sense to you. Now imagine a 2 kilometer in one city, different client taking different area, practically you are having an entire city campaign. And that clicked and that worked. And quite a few clients have bite to it. A lot of pharma, FMCG, OTT players, they immediately grabbed onto this. We came up with something called as Madison Town and Country. When we talk about town and country, what it did is, through Google Mobility, we saw that, the countryside traffic is moving very fast. In rural India, the lockdown was not that impactful how it was in urban. People were moving out. So that is when we have we will be able to give solution to our clients saying people are moving in rural area. You should consider that. The third is Madison DOH, where we give only and only packages of in and around societies, in and around hospitals, in and around pharmacy. You could take that and you could do that. Basically, rather than just sitting idle, do something, give something which client can bite upon. And this worked. So basically, just to show an example of how our out-of-home media is, we can mold it the way we want it. Well, lockdown is past. We all have lived it. What next? Everything was open. Everyone was out. Schools open, college open, malls, multiplex, cinema, bars, restaurant, everyone was out. Then what we have seen is the world has changed. The consumers are changing day by day. And the OH landscape with it, it's changing drastically. How the landscape has changed, if you see this, you will realize in last 5 years, the traditional which used to dominate at 80% of OH has come down to 65%. Where this 15% has gone, this 15% has plowed it back in terms of airports, malls, transit, digital out of home, etc. If you see that, like there were 69 airports in 2015 and right now there are 127 airports. Look at the infrastructure and it is growing day by day. Another thing is metro rail. Metro rail services active in 15 cities and it's growing to 23 cities now. Rise in digital out of home investment, which is close to 15% as of now. So the outdoor landscape is changing tremendously. Look at the outdoor trends. Now we have seen that, there is a destination growing, newer airports, better infrastructure. While this continues, but there are also some aspects which is influencing outdoor today. And we have heard that in a panel discussion and a presentation before that. Tech-led innovation is something which is driving it. Growth of digital out of home, of course, it's adding to it. Data revolution, which is happening right now, though it's not at a syndicated industry level, but it's happening. Localization, creativity, which Sam spoke about this morning, and wider and deeper reach is driving outdoor. These are the three main things, we spoke this about in the morning also, which is digital out of home, technology, measurement. There was a question in panel discussion where they said, why digital out of home and what are the things which it does? If I have to sum it up all here, yes, digital out of home, you can customize the creative, it's contextual, it's interactive, creative impact, storytelling. There are various things which you can do in digital out of home, and hence it's gaining its momentum, and rightly so. Technology, anamorphic, Arijit did show us in the morning, how they've done anamorphic for one of their clients. Programmatic, AR, QR code, all this is adding layer to the outdoor. Now, when we have a technology, the growth of a particular medium grows tremendously. And we have seen that wherever the technology has come, it has taken media to a next level. So there is nothing change in outdoor as well. Just to give you a few of the example, offline to online. Now this is something in outdoor which is no more an alien thing. People do offline to online. You can decide on a particular, we have recently did for one of the Redmi Note 12 campaign, where a particular billboard, if you do the lat long of that thing, draw a polygon around it, and anyone who moves past that particular polygon, he will be served with a banner ad on numerous apps. So this is offline to online. On outdoor, you can do it. One of the thing is QR code. Now this we have done it for one of our client, Bajaj Pulsar, is in a metro train audience, when they are very, very receptive to a bike thing, because you are traveling by public transport, bike is something which is there in your mind. We have done a QR code there. Once you scan it, it takes you to a YouTube page. It serves you an ad. There is a form which you can fill up. So the efficacy of a medium is also can be measured. They had a separate QR code for outdoor. So you can measure what kind of an efficacy this medium is getting you. Lastly, the holographic projection, what we have done for our client Mountain Dew. What does Mountain Dew stands for? It's about courage. Dar ke aage jeet hai. What we have done that, usually we are in a country of where there are multiple statues. Usually statues, we have statues created of legend. At Mountain Dew, what we thought is every individual, who has overcome some kind of a fear in your life, then he or herself is a legend in their own world. Why don't we celebrate that? What one has to do is you just have to go, tell them what is the fear you have overcome, fear of height, fear of water, fear of public appearance, fear of whatever it could be. And then, this is a holographic projection. They will scan your image, it will be projected, and there will be a 25 feet statue which will be created, which will be visible to the entire world in that area. So this is the kind of a thing. I have a short video which I'll show you, which will give you a better idea about this.
What do I fear the most? Say heights.
Is flying.
Failure.
Disappointing my mom.
Lack of confidence.
Liked climbing big things, trees, buildings, but I was always afraid of standing on the edge. I did not let any of these challenges stop me from following my passion and climbing some of the world's highest and some of the world's most dangerous mountains. climb the mountains outside, I had to climb the mountain within.
So the very small activity which was done at the Cyber Hub Delhi, but it did create, a lot of buzz around it. So the idea is, yes, the medium is agile. We can mold it the way we want. There is an immense amount of budget which is available with the client, even though they keep saying, I have limited 100 rupees and what can I do with that? What we can make them do with that is what is in our hand. Measurement, well, much talked about topic from past many years, and it's going on. But, whatever syndicated data we are talking about right now, even at a proprietary level, people do have measurement data with them. It is possible to give gross impressions on an outdoor, which people are giving today. There is a reach, there is a frequency which can be given and which is there. There is a pre-post which is available in outdoor as well, like it's there in the digital media. So the kind of data point, kind of thing what client is looking for, it's definitely available there. We all have seen, this is the kind of a thing when the TV news came in, people said it's a dead, newspaper industry is dead now. Who is going to wait for the news for the next day when it is available right there on the same day? From same day, it came to a real time, as and when it happens, we started having 24 hours news channel. Similarly, now with the digital coming in, people saying, is it the end of a linear TV? We know how much debate which happened between IPL online versus on television. But the thing is, there is a space for everything. I can understand the media will get impacted. Like Sam mentioned in the morning, globally the print share has gone down, but surprisingly India behaves very differently. In India, like Sam mentioned in the morning, the press share is 22%, which is way higher than the global standard. And similarly, I personally feel we have an immense opportunity to have that kind of a thing in outdoor as well. Why? Outdoor is, I'm so much of bullish on outdoor. Because outdoor makes advertising look more impactful with the iconic installations, more beautiful with the larger sites, more bright with us taking sky as a canvas, do drone show, do whatever you want to do. Make it more interactive. You can have a motion sensor where we did, when the metro train comes, Shraddha Kapoor's hair used to flutter, it's Khule Baal Befika. So you can do multiple things. It's just the right tickle. You need to know that, what tickles the client, and if you go with the right kind of a solution. I'm not saying this is, we should not do traditional yes, traditional still will contribute to more than 80% of your share. But all these things will excite client and it will do it. And outdoor as a medium has that kind of agility that it can mold itself to create larger and larger things. All that has resulted in getting outdoor its oomph back. If you see here, in 2017, the industry was at about 3,000 crore, grew at a rate of about 9%, then 4%, and then COVID came, we smashingly came down, and it was at 63% down at close to 1,300 crores. But now you see last year in 2022, it is the highest ever outdoor has reached, which is at 3,600 crore approximately. And in the Pitch Madison report, we have projected that this year, which is 2023, first time ever outdoor is going to break the 4,000 crore barrier. So outdoor is definitely growing. Yes, what we have to work is increasing its share in the overall media pie, but it is there to stay. Last but not the least, what I'll say is, again, coming back to the movie where I started, which is a Forrest Gump thing. In that movie, his mother tells him that don't let anyone ever tell you they are better than you. We have heard enough things. Digital, 56%. Digital is bigger than all of you put together. Newspaper is 22%. Outdoor is nothing. Data point is not there. Syndicated data is not there. You guys, I don't know, is still outdoor exist? आज के date में भी client outdoor करते हैं? Who spends on outdoor? There will be things which you will keep hearing, but we as an outdoor people, we know that what we are doing. Outdoor as an industry had the best ever year last year. The momentum is continuing. One of the oldest medium, one of the only medium which is unskippable, which is right on your face. You like it, you don't like it, but you can't ignore it. So this is outdoor for you, and this is what we breathe in, breathe out, and this is what we'll do. Thank you.